Welcome back to BCUZ. I'm here with Christina Nied from Meet Chicago Northwest. She's their partnership manager.
Yes.
Christina, thanks for coming in this morning. Appreciate you braving the great Chicago winter we're going through here.
Yes, thank you, Tony.
It's hard to believe, but as we're in winter and hopefully transitioning towards spring, one of the things that gets us through is it's restaurant week for you guys.
Yes, coming up February 22nd to March 3rd, we'll be having our 10-day Chicago Northwest Restaurant Week promotion, and we're really excited about it this year. We've got 26 Schaumburg restaurants this year,
great.
So quite a few new ones.
Yeah, I was going to say that's really grown
Yeah,
over the years,
it
hasn't
has. Every year, of course, you lose a couple,
Sure.
but then you always gain a couple new ones, and
Right.
so we're excited about a couple of the new Schaumburg restaurants this year as well.
That's very, very exciting. So as far as restaurants, what are some of the tried and true ones that are here this year and some of the newer ones?
Okay, so almost every year that we've had this, we've had some diehard restaurants that we love. Morton's, the Steakhouse,
Right.
Chicago Prime Steakhouse to Chicago Prime Italian, Seasons 52,
Sure,
Weber
one of my
Grill, yes. Ricardo's, which is family owned.
fantastic,
She
yeah.
does.
They're great partners
Katie
in
over
the
there
Park
does it.
District,
Yeah.
right.
So, and then Brazil Express,
Okay.
which again, locally owned, which we love getting the locally owned restaurants
Sure.
with us. Gaylord India is back. New this year, we've got Miller Ale House,
Okay.
Miller's Ale House.
Right on Meacham there?
Stonewood Ale House is new this year.
Okay.
Meze Mediterraneano, which is over by the mall, is new this year.
Great.
So, we've got a handful of new ones. At the Hyatt Regency Schaumburg, there's a restaurant there called Market Bowl.
Okay.
So they're going to be new with us this year, too. So we're excited to have
Fantastic.
that. 26 total. So
Yeah, that's a huge number.
Yeah, and that's 45 for the entire region.
Right.
We'll have 45 participating restaurants.
Great. And I know from years past there's usually a lunch option and a dinner option. Can you explain the difference between the two
Sure.
and what some of the pricing looks like?
Absolutely. So generally, the menus are going to be 3-course menus. And this year, we decided to kind of lift the strict pricing guidelines. So the restaurants are taking it on themselves to price their 3-course meals.
Okay.
But they put together, a great deal. So you're going to find that many of the restaurants are offering these 3-course menus at a very reasonable price. So it's a great time to try one of these restaurants
Right.
out that you haven't tried before. But it'll be 3-course lunch, 3-course dinner at a reasonable rate. And then a lot of the restaurants also, their chefs put together special entrees for this. So
That's
it's a
awesome.
nice combination of sometimes a unique dish,
Right.
which we love that too.
Yeah, that's what we tried Seasons 52 a couple years ago, and that's what one of their chefs put together a
Right.
nice item on the menu.
Right.
It was, like you said, it's kind of a good opportunity if there's a place that you've been looking at in the community to try out, but you're not sure, because a lot of times that's the hardest part, right? You love one place, you're looking to
Right.
try the new place, and this restaurant week is a perfect chance to try out some of those new places.
You bet.
And try the old places as well. So I know in the past you guys have at Meet Chicago Northwest gone down new roads trying to get the word out. Anything new this year as far as getting the word out?
So we have a great food blogger that has come into the area.
Okay.
Her blog is called Felt Like a Foodie. She's got quite a following. She is a gourmet chef, and she travels around and
That's cool.
hits several of our participating Restaurant Week restaurants.
Right.
And they, of course, feed her. She takes beautiful photographs and then experiences some of the items from a Restaurant Week and then writes a beautiful blog on it, which you can find on our website,
Okay.
chicagonorthwest.com. Our blog page kind of features where she's been, the photographs, and a little bit about the dishes that she tried.
That's
so
a
it's a
great
great
idea.
place to check that out.
Right. What was her name again?
Her name is Barbara Felt-Miller.
Barbara
And
Felt-Miller.
her blog is Felt Like a Foodie. And so
Okay,
that's something
Felt
kind
Like a
of,
Foodie. I
that's
got it
something
now.
new that we've been doing the past couple of years.
Right,
And
that's
the
cool.
restaurants love it. And I think people who really like to read the blogs are enjoying that too.
Yeah, good stuff. And for yourself, what are some of the items that you've liked the best over the years, or that you've heard
Yeah.
about from some of the restaurants?
So I was looking at some of the menus,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to share a couple of things with
Great,
you
perfect.
because they're incredible. So we were talking about the great price points. So
Right.
Moretti's has a $10 lunch, and that includes a soup of the day, homemade soup of the day, a lunch portion mile-high lasagna,
Wow.
and a scoop of chocolate gelato for $10.
That's a fantastic
So
deal.
there's an example of a great price point. And then the other thing I wanted just to point out is this new restaurant, Meze Mediterraneano. They're going to do a lunch for 20 and a dinner for 40, but the items on this menu are incredible. So homemade French onion soup or a chopped or Caesar salad, and then a Tuscany chicken, a filet. They've got because they are a Greek restaurant, they've got warm mixed olives as an appetizer, pan-roasted wild salmon.
Oh, great stuff. Wow.
Giant rigatoni al pesto, free-range roasted chicken, and for dessert, Oreo crusted cheesecake with sour cherries.
Yeah,
Yum.
it's 10:15 in the morning and I'm starving now all
Right.
of a sudden.
That's one of the things when I'm working on this project.
Right.
I get all of these menus and I'm like, oh my gosh. So
Yeah, well, that's great stuff.
yes.
And I know you mentioned your website. How can people find out more about
Okay.
Restaurant Week?
So it's dinechicagonw.com
Okay.
is where you will find the menus for each of the 45 participating
That's great.
restaurants. But then also, for the past couple of years, we've done a component to add on to Restaurant Week called Cork and Tap tastings.
Okay.
So that's CorkTapChicagoNW.com, and that's where you're going to find the local breweries in our winery, Lanford Winery. They're also offering special
that's cool.
flights or special pricing on some of their craft beers during Restaurant Week. And what we're trying to do is encourage people to visit the breweries or the winery and then go grab a dinner at somewhere that you haven't
Sure.
tried before.
That's great stuff. And again, like we said, it's the perfect time of year.
Yes.
We're looking for something to transition us to the warmer spring. So
Yes.
getting out and about.
Let's
and
get out of the house.
Get out of the house. Yeah. And make sure we try out
Right,
some of these
right.
spots. Well, anything else that you wanted to mention, Christina?
Yeah, so we're encouraging people to take a look at that website, dinechicagonw.com, see what you might be interested in doing. Really support these local restaurants that are participating in Chicago Northwest Restaurant Week. It's a great promotion and like we talked about, great time to try something new.
Perfect. Well, Christina, we really appreciate you coming in the studio today.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with your Restaurant Week.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.